The most common question I get is England better France? And today we're going to answer that. Did I just lie in the intro? You bet. But you know what else is a lie? How good my RNG is in this save. Burgundy's friendly, Castile's friendly, Aragon, Venice, Austria. If you guys enjoy this, consider subscribing. I'm trying to hit 26,000 subs before the United States acquires Canada. So obviously my time is limited. So please subscribe and don't forget to like the video. Especially if you're from Canada, you should definitely subscribe. With that said, let's get into the gameplay. We're going to ally Burgundy, ally Castile, and then ally Austria. Let's get rid of some of these forts. We don't need them because there won't be any fighting happening in London. Fingers crossed. Of course, before we do anything fun, we have to do estates. Kidding, guys. This is the fun part, of course. I love estates. So I'm only going to do 2 mana privs because I want to have good autonomy. But other than that, we're just going to grab normal privileges. And if you don't know what those are, just type in Google normal privileges and that should work. Let's rival France, Scotland, and Denmark. Let's use land and let's combine our boats, head over there, get an admiral, throw our leader in the army, and just go and mothball forts. We're not going to need them and don't automatically raise. Luckily, I always remember to raise maintenance before I fight Scotland. So it shouldn't be an issue. We'll look for a crown debate next month, and then every month after that for the end of time, which is a lie because I'll probably forget to do that 9 times out of 10. 99 times out of 100, actually, but maybe we won't. We're just trying to get our troops over there, and then we got to recruit up some mercs to get a mission done. We should probably get advisors as well. I've heard they're good, but don't listen to everything you hear on the internet. We're going to unfocus Diplo. Could have focused Mill, but my next leader is going to be a 6 in Mill, according to the prophecy, so I should be good there. Let's get our mission here. We could release Gascony to attack France a bit later. Juicy reconquest. We should be ready to go to war with Ireland, and we just want to kick off as many wars as possible. This guy has no friends. Look, we're even sending a general in to this battle. That's crazy. That's better than the average for me. So let's kick off another war when we can. This guy's allied to Scotland, so hopefully he gets another ally because I don't want to fight Scotland. Let's just kick off more wars, making sure to co-belligerate as we go. Suppose we could throw our guy into the army. Oh yeah, I was going to give this away, but then I forgot. Oh shoot. I can't sell at war, can I? F. Well, it's fine, I guess. I don't want to declare on France, though. Yeah, I guess we just lose that. I was supposed to give it away to avoid a stab drop, but skill issue. Of course, we cannot abandon management claims. Normally, you want to, sell it. But yeah, I'm kind of just trolling, so that's, it is what it is. Okay, so those wars are started. I want to see if I can get some more wars kicked off. Sure, we'll declare here. Just going to quickly send my armies in to murder. Maybe detach and siege. Should get my boats involved if they're not. So detach and siege. Go sieging 5 things right now. That's probably good. I'm annoyed I have a truce for 5 years now. I guess it gives me time to handle the disaster. That siege is done. We could probably kick off another war. I think this guy's allied to just Scotland, though. Oh, no, he allied to Desmond. The dream. I'll just not co-belligerate him. Illegal warfare. It's best warfare. So that siege is done. We're just kind of going through trying to speed run Ireland. We're starting to get a call to peace. Oh, yeah. During this war, I was supposed to be currying favors with my allies, but skill issue. But we can probably end this first war. Well, let's wait a bit. The call for peace isn't doing anything yet, but in a minute, when it starts to actually matter, we'll end the war. We're playing the not corny thing, so we don't really want the rebels to start ticking. We can avoid that for as long as possible. And we're about looking like 42% on the way to the disaster that we want to trigger. Let's just declare our next war. We're out of manpower, which is nice. That means we're being fully effective with our manpower. That's what it means. Crown debate, finally. It is real. Now I should be able to grant that mana priv. I just don't like to go below 10 crown land if possible, because you get some really bad malices. So Ormond is next. Got the Lollard Heresy. I think the second option is fine. The 3 Reform Desire is not ideal. We're going to stop the heresy because we don't want the Reformation to happen. And because I'm a good Catholic, of course. So I think I should probably be ending these wars. The call for peace is probably getting bad, yeah. Oh yeah, I should have ended the wars a bit ago. Let's just start ending some of the wars. Of course, colonization with everyone. Let's go ahead and declare on this guy next, and then it's just a matter of finishing the sieges and we're good to go. When disaster is just about to start, generally the goal is just to unite Ireland before the disaster starts, or really early into the disaster, which I think we'll be on pace to do. Yeah, here's the disaster here. Should probably not talk to it. 015, yeah, we're definitely not doing that. Wasn't I promised a 6 military guy? I suppose the 254 is decent. Can I talk to it in like a few months though, or is that reasonable? We better talk to it before it goes and picks the top option or something. Oh, I better activate my forts as well. My fort, not forts. All right, so those sieges are all done. Let's end all these wars. Then we can focus on the disaster. Okay, so that's all done. And we're ready to get home and start dealing with some rebels. But of course, we can grab Conquer Ireland, and it gives us a decision. We just go ahead and start that debate. I guess we can designate this port. Who does that make mad? Oh, just some guy I don't care about? Yeah, I don't care. So let's pass that debate. We're going to have Ireland be released. This gives us yearly prestige and extra relation and unjustified demands to the end of the game. So pretty handy, really. I didn't realize to give unjustified demands. Oh, the pretender escaped? Rebel leader captured? Do I really want to pardon them? Nah, I would definitely execute them. I have to roleplay here. It doesn't matter. A little bit of unrest. Rebels cannot be pardoned. That's not happening. The spawn pretender is dead? Well, he's not even here. If he's not going to show up, then, I should still be done with the disaster. It's not my fault he missed his appointment. All right, he's back with his appointment. Luckily, he gave me time to get to the province he's going to relocate in. What a nice guy. Wait, he auto-sieged it? I was there. Where's the realism? All right, so the end of the War of the Roses, 50 prestige. So I could pick this option that gives me real mad and 10 prestige, but I'll probably just pick this other option that gives me the 342 and another stability. That means I didn't need to give the extra stability that I did, but hey, that's not a big deal. I have this mission here. Ireland is starting to get back above 20. I like having my Crown to be low of 20, ultimately. We got the War of the Roses and another stability, so I really didn't need to boost my stability. But we got this negative 10 AE impact till the end of Age of Discovery, which is pretty impactful. And then how are we looking on Age of Discovery objectives? Got nothing done. We probably want to dev our capital so we can have something rolling. We just encourage dev and just get that pushed along. Hate to waste the power points. I don't really want to waste my mill points, though. I feel like that's sketch. We wasted some, but yeah, I just wanted to get something going in the age so we get that AE impact sooner than later. I do want to fight the French, but I'm waiting for the right moment, I guess. I can grab strong duchies now. Just going to let our manpower recover a bit here before we go to war with France. Go ahead and declare subjugation. Call my allies. I'm hoping that Castile and Portugal will join midway through, but we're also going to co-belligerate France. I'm hoping my allies will just deal with France for me, and I believe in them. Seem to be winning, probably because France is busy. Burgundy can deal with his military level, but Austria is sus. Castile, you don't want to help? Guess he has a lot of war exhaustion. Same with Portugal. I was hoping they would help, because now it's a little sus. Hopefully that's okay. We just need to be quick so we can help in the main war, so to speak. So things aren't going bad to start, but I think that I would definitely need to be wrapping up Scotland as fast as possible. Making a final stand on this island over here. I think there's Mill 4 though, so I should comfortably be able to assault him on his little island. Oh yeah, stack wipe. Well, the war's progressing fine without me, I guess. Maybe Castile didn't want to help. Maybe in a little bit he would. Let's grab this unique government reform. I just like unique ones whenever you're playing a nation that has them. Guess I gotta reduce war exhaustion too. But yeah, I'm planning to get my troops over to help as soon as possible. In fact, we'll start sending guys down now. Finish our siege up there. So Scotland's completely dealt with. It's time to move our guys over and we can help out over in France. Can I say those guys? Nope, they're dead. And I just sent those guys in to die too. Love that. See, now I'm not paying for mercs anymore, which is awesome. Oh, time to scorch. Time to go, boys. Having somewhat of a skill issue here. I'll let Brittany go home. White peace. Now, Switzerland, I kind of want to make him a null with France, but I also don't want to be too greedy. The French don't have that many supporting troops anymore. I don't think it'll be too greedy to just go for that. Although they're definitely starting to re-siege their stuff. I don't think anyone will quit, though. Yeah, we're all high enthusiasm, too. The idea I have in mind here is that if I make France have no allies, he'll get new allies, and then I can use that to reset the truce. That's the goal. I don't know if it'll play out that way, but it'd be pretty nice. Perhaps I could even get Castile and Portugal to help in a secondary war. No, why me? AI tactics, man. I think I just consolidate our troops and get mercs now. The Gallo glasses. I don't know who those people are, but then we need them. Just want to get this guy to break alliance here. Call it unconditional. That's kind of annoying. I just need to make sure France loses his alliance with Switzerland. It's also generally kind of annoying alliance, so I'd be happy to get that taken care of. We finally got the siege, so it's fine. You'll have Switzerland with France, war ups, bit of money. So France should hopefully get new allies that we can use and reset the truce. That's the goal anyways. The call for peace is actually really inconvenient. Why'd you guys have to unconditionally surrender? I'm not ready to annex France yet. The war exhaustion is going to go crazy. I guess diplo points, who needs them, really? I feel like it's semi-important that I get a good bit of war score with France, though. So I kind of have to solve this war. Problems only exist if you acknowledge them. But I keep acknowledging this problem, unfortunately. Only 37% war score? That's crazy. What do you mean? They don't even speak French here anymore. You're telling me 37% war score? It's crazy. We have formed a personal union with Castile. Succession war. Austria refused to join. What the curse just happened? Now, where I do think getting free Castile would be cool, and this is a free war, I think it's too good of RNG. So I'm going to do the right thing and bird that RNG away. Rest in peace, free union. So we're back. I decided that RNG was a little too much, too good. Span was only 35, and I had to do the right thing. By the way, I think maybe this was a bad idea, declaring the war this way. Because then I can't really get the reconquest correctly against France. Like, it seems like I'm still going to get a lot of AE, but why complain about things? What does that help? But I'm just trying to solve this war, which is very taxing to my diplo points. Because I only have 51 war score, apparently. Look, I should have more, but I just don't. But, I guess if I just continue to stall it out and hit max admin points. Mill 5 here, though, it's good. Just keep reducing my war exhaustion, wasting all my diplo points. 0.7 a month for Call to Peace. Only 60 war score still, wow. That is killer. I can only do this for so long. I just feel like I have to keep going, like, max war exhaustion, I guess. They're going to get Paris back, though, too, right there. Please don't get Paris back. I'm going to wait for these ticks here, maybe. Calling 49%. No. It's definitely not worth, though, if they get Paris back. I think I just have to end the war. They got the siege of France. They got the siege of Paris. No chance. All right, so we had to bird that siege tick. Nothing we could do. It happened historically that way, too, though, so you wouldn't know that because it's on the history books, but that actually is a fact. I mean, you can't say for sure that didn't happen. All right, so this time that those rebels do not win, right? Can I just be a little bit greedy game? I just want one more province. No, 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 no. No, you can't do this. All right, first time's the charm. You know what they say? I'm better at birding than he is. So we're going to go ahead and separate peace out France. We're just going to have him return as many provinces as possible to people, even Provence, and then just take one for it because it just worked out well that way. So we only took one province for ourselves, and it's a little aggressive. Now, let's see if we can subjugate Scotland without any issues. Hopefully we can. It's a little aggressive, but nothing we can't smooth over. We probably want to fire advisor, get improved relations, though. We want to get some improved relations from here, too. Just any stack we can get. I want to send our guy to collect trade. Probably establish communities up here is fine. Maybe even over here. I'm just realizing, we're a little aggressive with this. Go ahead and make Scotland a subject. I'm going to grab these 2 provinces so I don't have to do another war. What just happened? When I resumed the game, it, took that peace seal away. I don't know why. It keeps doing it. I just needed a diplomat. Why you like this game? Okay, let's try it again, this time with a diplomat. All right, that should be fine. We'll give Scotland these provinces, though I don't want them. We have the Subjugate Scotland mission. England will buy something. Okay. Hey, they gave it to me. How nice. Now I'm going to give that away. I guess it's already a core. I don't really need to give it away. Cool, so we've unified the Isles. I don't need this fort anymore because we're all friends now. I'm getting a slight coalition. I don't think it'll be an issue, though. Don't worry, guys. Every coalition's a slight coalition in my eyes. And then improved relations advisor. There we go. So we gotta kind of convince people that I'm a good person after that because they're a little bit suspicious. Now I'm hoping France gets another ally that I can use to reset the truce. That was kind of the goal, getting rid of all his allies. Whether or not that'll happen remains to be seen. We also have Giga Gascony, which we could annex. It would just take our entire lives probably to do that. I mean, maybe eventually, but I feel like it's not the right time. I think I want to get espionage going before we do any of that. Definitely not going to be annexing him for a while. Austria had to sell a province. That's odd. So I better start improving with outrage. War exhaustion is super high because of all that nonsense. It'll slowly go down, and I don't think we'll need to force it down or anything. It just will happen over time. But I want to leave our forts on for just a bit. I mean, I could probably turn off the maintenance for a bit, make some money. In hindsight, should have released a subject over here in Toulouse instead of doing what I did. But a skill issue. Or you play a campaign, there's certain things you're going to think like that. Oh, I should have done this instead. That's why I hate to say that I'm making a guide unless I really play the nation so many times that I've kind of figured out all that little details like that. Like with Austria, for example, I have a really good grasp on it, but other nations not so much. I still got the wedding, which is good, although he likes me less for that now. He wants my land. But I shouldn't have 7,000 total troops. That's sus. I got to recruit back up a little bit of an army. I want to start a debate, but there's no Crown debate, so I keep looking. So truce with France is going to be quite a while, 1477. But if we're so lucky that he allies somebody else, I also realize I need to work on the coalition a bit more. Oh, those are the rebels in London that I'm not ready for. I should have some time to get over there. I think I would take a gov reform debate as well. Our plan is pretty good, so I probably won't get the luck there. That's hilarious. These guys declared independence. It's crazy. Oh, Castile supported independence. Wow. It's the hard times in France. Coalition just banded completely. We'll try to turn off our army and just multiple forwards, try to save some money for a bit. Don't really know what we can do for a little while. Our main goal has to be eliminating France so we can forward to France. So we're not going to be able to do a ton. And we can start getting towards our state propaganda, which we definitely want. Grow the institution. Start a debate just so we're not getting corruption. Well, now that I'm remembering it, I need to do nobility agendas. 3 of them. Then we need to annex Gascony. Can do that soonish, I guess. Grab a tier 3 here. Let's do expand royal court. Just trying to find what I want to do with the debate. Just nothing really good. I guess this is fine. I just want to do something so that we aren't getting corruption. Because if there's no active issue, you get a bit of corruption. But I think for the most part, we're just going to be hanging out for a while, waiting for the truce to reset with France. Suppose we could improve with neighboring for future coalition issues. And grab our A impact from the age. Suppose we'll rival the Ottomans for quota. Can Silberg alliance with me? Why? He had to reach his quota, didn't he? We're going to try to alter for that and trade favors for trust. So I just reloaded my game to see if I could trade favors for trust, see if I can get him to not break our friendship. I know he's got to reach quota, but does he have to do it right now? I got 90 trust, okay? He's got to realize I'm a good person. This cat still got some land up here randomly. I'm hoping this guy doesn't break alliance with me now. Let's rival the Ottomans, and then I have an extra bit of money. I can start building some churches or workshops, just depending on what makes more money. I think it's just time to hang out, collect money, wait for truces to expire, wait for AE to cool off. Of course, we got our state propaganda now, so our A impact's decent. Go out negative 50% right now. Still 7 here, so we can get up some cannons, which will be helpful. We probably should recruit another army too. At some point, we'll do that. Debating if I want to hold on to espionage or just do these first 2 and kind of leave it like that. I think maybe we just leave it as the first 2 and then we can start annexing Gascony. Because I think espionage is good for a certain point of the game, but then you really just want to drop her for something else. So I think I'm okay with doing that. Although I should give the integration policy. And we can even do the diplo rep here. It'll take a long time to annex though. And I'm planning to actually give more land to him before that point. We'll build up an army when we get closer to the next war. For now, we're just going to keep building buildings. Suppose we can take Diplo 5. Oh, I guess there's no inheritance happening this game. That's unfortunate. I didn't notice that. It is what it is. Wish I would have noticed that. I could have birded it. Just kidding, guys. It never bird. Wee bit cursed. So I think one of my missions requires me to have those provinces, I want to say. Yeah, I have to do murder now. Later, but I definitely do have to do murder. Let's go ahead and recruit a second guys. So we have 40,000. Definitely will make less money as a result, but it is what it is. Having 7 here. New idea group. We'll certainly want to pick up admin. Let's improve relations more with people surrounding us a bit. Just people that might want to coalition me afterwards. So our truce expired with France. Just kidding. Not yet. November. Now it's for real. So we're going to declare war. I suppose we can call on our allies and just go ahead and make the war goal Paris, I suppose. Now we have 83% improved relations, so we're actually doing pretty good there. Trying to steal this land for me just in case I need it for a mission. Although I guess it's not that important, but I do get permanent claims on a bunch of stuff to make it easier to core. I guess I'm glad I didn't feed Burgundy any land because now it's a problem. France is a major pushover at this point. He's pretty weak after that first war. It's unconditional surrender. I just want to make sure that I get the mission provinces. Oh, I can't because Burgundy occupies this. No. Unfortunate. Let's go and end the war. I'm going to grab Gascony, these provinces, and then just grab as much as I can for me. I guess I won't take money for the slightly shorter truce by like 3 months. I should focus admin at this point too. We are annexing Gascony, so all this land will be ours soon. Maybe we should have had France have no allies, so his subjects could have got independence. But we're going to be waiting until 94 to go to war, so I really would like to shorten that. Something I could do about that? That's kind of long to wait. Not so sure. I think what we want to do is just bird that and then maybe try to get rid of his allies. So to go back just a bit to get a maybe better peace deal. The idea is that if I get rid of his allies, he'll get new allies. Hopefully Brittany, that would be the dream. Maybe I could check their opinions of each other, but if they were friends, then I could reset the truce that way, and that would be pretty nice value. They like each other, so who knows? Maybe that'll happen. Or tier 4, we're going to expand temple rights since we have a lot of temples. So we're going to have Savoy and Newell with France, Orbs, trade power, money. And we're going to do the same with Dismantling here. We just want France to acquire new allies, or maybe he'll get attacked and he'll lose more land. We just need him to be annexed sooner than later. But we otherwise are going to take the same peace deal. It's going to end the war there. Really don't need these forts. France is in shambles. We'll keep Paris. So we got a new ally. Another person I can't really get a claim on, though, I think. Oh, maybe I can. This is perfect. Yeah, this is absolutely fantastic. Sort of. He's in the HRE, so it's a little annoying, but I can get a claim because the sea tile's pretty generous. I don't really want to fight Austria, of course, but it's a price I'm willing to pay. So I could reset the truce with France and then be able to annex him sooner. It'd be fantastic. The worst event in the game. Here it is. Arab falls ill. I think we're going to pray for his life because he's a 3-3-2. Okay, 5-6-3, much better. I'm going to not royal marriage Burgundy because I might be wanting to break that alliance. Of course, I want to use him to fight the HRE here first. And we're going to reset our truce with France as well as kind of the main goal. Let's get a claim on this guy over here. He's allied to France. And we are going to go ahead and go to war. Call him Burgundy Castile. The whole point of this war is just to fight France. A nice truce reset. Want it to be quick. We'll probably just barrage Solo's capital. Make it as fast as possible. We can now white peace France. So that just resets the truce. So instead of having to wait for 95, we have to wait till 87, which is much better. And now we got to deal with this war. And I think it'd be good to just bully Austria a little bit, our former friend. So I think we're going to be attacking into the HRE a bunch. That's not the fight I wanted, but it's the fight we got. It's a mountain, so I took some losses there. Ireland has rebels I have to deal with. No, they can't do this to me. Better just go deal with that now. Pause the war. So guys, I'll be right back. I've got to go to Ireland. Ooh, that's a good place for me to fight. I mean, that's a good place for me to lose. Wait, the Burgundians are here. Ooh, though, that's rough for me. The Austrians have a lot of guys, and I'm completely out of manpower. Is the draft here? We're going to grab the draft and then super draft it, which means we're going to just grant everything out. Like there's just value in everything being a seat and really not much of a downside. The downside is that you have to click it one at a time. And a lot of times that's enough to balance it. When we were ambitious and we actually do it, it's pretty broken. I think it was 10,000. Now it's 34,000. Or no, that can't be right. It was probably 20,000. Now it's 34,000 or something like that. Or maybe it is just that broken. I don't know. Let's just give away some random stuff like 0 prestige or 60 sailors. How am I going to recover? 18 ducats? Yeah, I don't know how we're going to recover. Another 60 sailors. Because some of the stuff is clearly worse than others. Like some of it's like a stability drop versus 60 sailors. It's just like influence, I don't really mind. There's certain things you don't want to do and certain things you will go for like the tiny bit of inflation. But losing term mercantilism is no way equal to 60 sailors. That's crazy. So there's 34,000 manpower, which is more than our max. So that's handy. And they're taking a battle here. Man, I was just recovering my manpower. My leader's dead, but I have a pretty good heir. But I think I lost 2 stab. We are committing to bullying Austria, I guess. Might as well. There's nothing better for us to do right now. We annexed Gascony, which is nice. I guess we sacked Vienna. Not what I wanted, but sure. Just want to cripple the Austrians because I'm going to have to attack the Austrians a bunch when we want to attack into the HRE. So we're just going to have Austria release Styria, which is definitely going to hurt him quite a bit. But that should be fine. He loses a lot of land for that. Then we can otherwise just white peace this war. I guess I could have taken some money or something, but just couldn't be bothered. try to do a nobility agenda. Again, manpower level 50%. I'm going to go to war with the French in 2 years. I doubt that's happening. We'll try to exploit for manpower. I don't think that'll work, actually. I don't really want to do that. I just want the agenda, but there's no way. I have to have less influence for the church, though. I guess we can get rid of this thing. I don't even know what it does. I'll just take away our taxes. Yeah, we should probably get rid of that. The villains have been put down. Okay, mill 8. Just keeping our Diplotech up. We're not doing any ideas with Diplo at the moment. We just want to try to get admin rolling, and that's most of it. I think we're just going to abandon espionage at some point. Really, we probably could break alliance with Burgundy as well. Probably a smart idea. In a normal campaign, we could have gotten the inheritance, but we fortunately have Del Vasto over here. Don't know what happened to Charles, but here we go. Truce expired with France. Let's go ahead and go to war. Because the only thing we have is reconquest, which is a little bit of a mistake, but we should get claims in this war once we take the land we need for our mission. We definitely fail that nobility agenda. Could call him Castile, but he might war with them separately, which would be to my benefit, especially if you took some of that land. I guess it actually would be a problem because I need all the provinces in the French region. Oh yeah, speaking of, I'm pretty sure there's a mission where I have to own all the provinces in the French region. No, I definitely do. We'll have to figure something out for that. I don't even really know what we can do besides just fighting Castile. So the war is quickly done with. And importantly, I want to get my mission done. I need to grab at least those 2 provinces from him, or his subject rather. So we'll go ahead and end the war with France here. Just going to go ahead and take our mission provinces as well as just as much as we can. Try not to take the rest of this guys, and that I don't have to. And I didn't check if there would be coalition, but I'm just guessing there isn't. So this mission is done. Lots of claims. And yeah, we're not allied to Burgundy anymore, so that will be helpful. But wow, that's expensive. Yikes. And we're over GovCap. Some land rights out. Would be nice if I had adaptability, or if we had an advisor for admin, that would also be nice. Let's get this half off 3. Make a ton of money. Probably going to have to grant more land rights soon, I would say. Might as well just do that. I think we can start building soon, though. France annexed his subject. That's still 2 more wars. That's rough. It's allied to Venice now. How do I get a claim on Venice? Though I think there's a claims bordering claims. That might be the best way to make that work, I guess. Getting a claim on Venice, though, is going to be a challenge for sure. But hey, we can start getting that rolling, I guess. Start building all those spy networks so we can try to reset the truce. We got our causes just. That's handy. Bit of A impact. Puts us up to 70%, so that would be useful. Could use that against Brittany, perhaps, or Burgundy. Though our truce with Burgundy, I'm not sure how long it is. Oh, it's like literally a month or something. Wow. So I'm thinking with the A impact buff, we could go for this war, but this war looks kind of hard, if I'm being honest. Alrighty. So I guess we'll declare on Burgundy here, calling in Castile and Portugal. No inheritance means I have to manually do this. I guess I could go for Brittany first, just to get him out of the war. We have that just causes for a little bit, so our A impact's pretty solid, but we're excommunicated. Lovely. It's going to cost us some burgerlands. I know that if you have Defender of the Faith, you can't get excommunicated, but I don't know if it fixes the excommunication. I don't think so. Okay, well, just wasted even more money now. I really would like to just get adaptability before we take more land. That would be awesome, if possible. I can get a claim over here. I was going to snake my way to Venice, but I don't know. It's not really going to be that time efficient at this point. I'm just hard focusing on Brittany in this war, and then we're going to move on and hopefully start dealing with Burgundy. It's a little cursed I have to do this because it's normally land you could have gotten for free. So I think the play is we're not going to end the war yet. We want to try to get adaptability. I mean, obviously we're not ready to end the war with Burgundy, but I meant we don't want to separate piece out Brittany yet. It's going to take a while to get that amount of points we need. So it's kind of rough. Just take more time in our war here. Wouldn't want to rush to anything. Capped on Diplo set up. I'm just haven't doing my ideas. I guess I could. Sure, siegeability. I'm thinking I might drop it, so I don't know. I guess we're just slowly ending this war. Gonna grab our adaptability finally. But we still need the points to actually core the provinces. Sure, I could end the war. It's only 142 points though, so I was thinking I probably want to start coring Brittany first, if possible. Just trying to let this war kind of tick on. It's only 138 to core, so we could just separate peace here. Coalition's not real. Our A impact's really good right now, especially with that random event we got. And core that all up, and then hopefully it'll all core in time, and then I can get more land. Ooh, we got Henry the 8th. Hopefully that's the 8th. Who knows? I'm sure the comments will let me know if I was right. But he'll make a fine king, probably. I'm going to try to clear out any alliances this guy has so that he gets new alliances. Similar to what we're doing with the French, trying to just find a way to break the truce. Love Sluzo and Newell with Burgundy. And then we'll siege out Florence and do the same. Go to tier 5, we can do military engineering. Pretty standard. Just going to have Florence and Newell with Burgundy. And we could take some money. The idea here is that he'll just get new alliances. So we're just going to take as much as possible from Burgundy. Of the provinces that we need. We just need 2 more. If we had diplomatic, we might be able to do this in 1 war. But obviously the espionage is carrying this because we can actually take it all without getting mass coalitioned. Which normally wouldn't be the case. But I guess in that extent, you normally wouldn't need to take all this land if you weren't cursed, like I am. So it is what it is. But he allied someone new, Goslar. How the hell am I going to get there? You ally somebody else, sir? I'm just going to be late to all this stuff I wanted to do, and it's not going to quite pan out the way I wanted it to, but that's okay. Castile's a problem too. I'm like sad about that. I really Wish he didn't have that province. I guess we need to curtail French nobility at some point. Suppose we can do that now. I like when these start grouping, so you can do like a bunch at once. So we got that done. We got some rebels in France. Castile wants to go to some random war that I don't care about. Unlawful territory, huh? What a joke. I'm going to proclaim a holy war, I think, just for the manpower. I need another land raid, I'm sure. Grant them all at this point. Trying to full state everything if we can. Like we are hitting gov caps shortly. But I think it's time to just wait for a truce. Hopefully Burgundy gets another ally that isn't Goslar, because that's not ideal. I need 2 more provinces from him, and I don't want to wait 100 years for that. But I currently would have to wait 100 years for that. I was hoping to stack AE mods before the end of the Age of Reformation. What I mean is before the end of the Age of Discovery. But I don't know if that'll be a possibility. Oh, I see Provence isn't actually in the HRE. That's handy. He just has imperial land. So I think he has provinces that are in the France region, technically. Our AE mods are really good right now, so maybe we should try to do any wars we can. We only have 2 more years, though. Can we win him in that fast? Yeah, it's just Provence. Like, have to win this war fast if it would be worth it. I'd go for it. Because I think I just need to get all the France region provinces. Maybe worth just ending the war with what we can get by the time that hits. Yeah, we're just thinking our modifiers end September 1501, so if we can try to get some land before then, it'd be more ideal. It's kind of annoying that I gave Provence land back like this, because I kind of did this to myself. And not getting Burgundy is just a bunch of AE I don't want, but get to have. Lucky me. Makes the strategy just a tad bit worse that we didn't get the inheritance. Is this what they repay me for not taking Castile for free? They don't give me Burgundy as well. They're like, all right, fine. If you don't want unions, you get no unions. But yeah, I have like less than a year to try to end the war. And there's just no way that I get anything close to what I want. If I get Milan out of the war real fast, that'd be awesome. I just don't know. He has no fort, though. But yeah, that could be worth Barrage Assault, maybe. Maybe we can end this war in time. That's what I want to do. I just don't know if it's realistic. Also, I'm sure I can't annex him. It's too much land, yeah. Close. But unfortunately, we're going to have to come back for him as well. I'm definitely not going to be able to get all this done before the age ends like we wanted to. So that dream might be a little bit dead. Yeah, I'm just trying my best to end this war before the end of the year. But the reality is I'm going to have to go to 2 wars. So maybe I should just take what we can take when the modifiers would expire. It's probably the play. I suppose I'll just take 62 war score now, and then I can annex them later. The idea here is that way I could annex the land sooner. Because if I, for example, took more, the truce would be longer. So I think that would make some sort of sense. We don't want to take any money or anything like that either. Although I think coring that land is going to be awkward, because we're not quite connected. But okay, that's not bad. We're able to utilize our nice event while it lasted a little bit longer. But I think our France truce is just about to expire. I forced him to the HRE, didn't I? Oh, I'm an idiot. Dang it. Why did I do that? No. I think I could deal with that. It's just, I'm an idiot. Depending if I actually just want to finish these 2 ideas because there is some value there. Wasn't really planning to, but they have a really good advisor cost if you finish both of them. So that might actually be worth it, because then I could just have really, really good advisors. So yeah, I'm kind of somewhat struggling to get all the things I want to get done. And I need to find some new allies, hopefully Poland. I guess I could be annexing somebody, but I guess, yeah, we'll just get our ideas done instead. Make a lot of money, and I can be out of debt here. Could get the inflation policy as well. Let's get that inflation taken care of. Yeah, we do make tons of money. We're going to need quite a bit of money if we want to start building these courthouses. Just a little behind pace where we'd like to be. So I was hoping to stack some AE modifiers before the age ended, but I just think there's only so much I can do. So guys, I loaded a different save because I wanted to figure out what's going on with this. In this campaign, it's kind of a practice run where I did something similar. This mission here gives AE impact, but I don't think that's the case in my other save, and I don't know why. Maybe it's age-based, maybe it's dismantling the HRE base. Just got to figure it out. So I'm back in my campaign here, and I'm just noticing this mission has completely different rewards. So I'm wondering if it changes based on either the age or maybe dismantling the HRE as a possibility. I could check, because I was looking for this AE impact mission, and I'm like, I don't see it. So I iron melted just to check. Let's see, is it age-based? Let's try to go into age 1. No, it doesn't seem to be. So it must be dismantle-based. Let's give it a try. I'll just force my way onto these alliances here and check. I just kind of need to figure out what was going on here before we continued. So I'm like, I swear there was AE impact here. So let's just see if we dismantle the HRE real quick. Okay, so there we go. The more you know. If you dismantle the HRE, you get a different reward, which is interesting. Good to know. That means I probably want to dismantle the HRE sooner than later. Because I wanted to get the AE impact as a kind of stack. So we'll go back to our normal campaign as usual. I just kind of wanted to figure that out. We are so back, and we're into our normal campaign. Yeah, we figured out, we solved the riddle. Just got to dismantle the HRE, which I guess we better start working on. Which means we need to improve relations with at least one person. All I really need to do is just, make a bunch of friends and then deck on Austria. Guess we'll quarrel up all the provinces. We're just getting dangerously close to GovCab, and we need to get our Aventech up to fix that. I think our truce with France is just about over, yeah, so let's Probably deal with that war first, and then we can go ahead and deal with the empire and dismantling it and stuff. But let's grab another stack of guys. Definitely have the economy to support it. Our economy is correct. England LP. Our leader died, but it's not a bad thing because Henry's going to rule in the future, which is okay with me. 555, not too bad. Anyhow, let's declare on France. I guess we call him Portugal for no particular reason. We'll quickly deal with France, and then we can get his allies out of the war. But France is pretty much dead. We are eventually going to get through our ideas here, and then probably get a bunch of half-off advisors. Well, they're not half-off. You get like negative 35% with the combination of espionage and the policy. It's actually pretty handy. The helps with scaling. It just has a shelf life, so to speak, because eventually you'll have enough money where advisor cost isn't useful because you make so much money. But such a strong idea group for the early game, I'd say. Yeah, we'll have to work on getting Saxony out of the war because we need to boost our stab. Oops, double-clicked it. This I should sound, I guess, for accidentally boosting our stability up. That was planned, then calculated. Oh, but this gives my leader a 1-1, which is bad. I gotta wait to use that then, because obviously having my guy at 665 would be way better. They baited me. I don't even know why they let you do that for a regent. They should just give it to the leader, but I know they're working on a U5. It's okay. Let's crush Venice here. And yeah, we're just dealing with this France war. Though I don't need to take a ton in this one. I just need to make it so the next war is the final one. So I probably just need to take at least, I don't know, 40% war score or something like that. I probably should get him to break alliance with Venice, or I'm just going to have to suffer again later. Or I could just leave now and deal with that problem later. Actually, I have enough war score to get both. Now it's a lie, I guess. Well, I guess I could salt the war and get more war score. So I'd rather not have to fight Venice the second time. So I'm just going to go ahead and take these provinces here, and then have him annul with Venice. And I should be able to just finish him off in one war. That's why I didn't want it to be too long. But yeah, I can't do that war until 1518. So any chance of that happening fast is looking rough. And we need to start getting those relations going with the electors. Got a mission for the nobility done. I think we only have like one or maybe two of those done at this point, though. We need 3 to get this. Empire like 75%. I said an easy one. It's cursed. Unless there's a draft or something, but I'll just do this other one here. Why they gotta be like this? We just need to be working on that dismantle. So it's looking pretty good as far as that goes. We just have to get a little better relations with some of them. A lot of times they're like rivals to each other too, so it's probably good to just get lots of good relations going with that. So embrace institution, that's good. Probably done that sooner, I just wasn't paying attention to it. Let's use land. I just need to get my Aventech to 8 before we can actually core things. And we are a little behind where we'd want to be. The Reformation is surely to be here soon, and we wanted a couple more things done, but it is what it is. We can only get what we can get. Can finally pick up Ab and 8, and I just wanted to do that before we did too much more. Give us a little bit of GovCav, but also it should make it so our admin efficiency isn't negative anymore. The 252 leader is not that helpful, but a few more years we'll get that 555 out there. And I could start looking to dismantle the HRE. That is definitely something on the agenda. So now we're just looking at possibly doing this war. I guess I should wait until I get Poland's help, perhaps. I'm debating just waiting for the Burgundy truce. It's definitely a possibility, because I'm going to have to take those 2 provinces anyways. So I just need to make sure I have favors with Bohemia and Poland. Trying to see if there's any other wars that I could do in the meantime. Provence is a couple years out. Sluzo could be up, I guess, in 2 years. But yeah, for now, it looks like we're just going to be hanging out. Turn off our army and just start building some gov buildings. Get through espionage here. The later the Reformation, the better for us. So then we have a chance to actually benefit from our modifiers. And so far, we actually have a pretty late Reformation going on. So I'm pretty happy with that. Bad luck coupled with some good luck. It's kind of what we're seeing here. I'll better grab another stack of guys here just shortly. So 80,000. Maybe we have a large army in the game, I would guess. Nope, the Ottomans are the Ottomans still. Sartouth of Savoy expired. I think we have time to do this war. I just don't know who we're fighting. A bunch of random people. But Poland and Bohemia will join in, so that's pretty handy. So let's just call them into this war, make it hopefully quick and easy. I mean, they literally have no forts still. What are these guys thinking? They're actually doing pretty well, but they still have no forts. That's why they're doing so well. Yeah, I see. That makes sense. Wait, he might try to steal land. So we're going to end the war here, just grabbing the provinces that we need. All these, they're all in the France region. These are for a France mission that gives you A impact, but that should be good. We're just going to keep hitting GovCaf issues, though. More gov buildings. So now that's done, we need to probably dismantle the HRE. Definitely one of our objectives. I think our A is going to be a little bit high, though. That's actually not too bad. Our mods are pretty good, but we do need to take quite a few more pieces of land. Taking every province in the France region is definitely a lot more to do when you have to attack Burgundy. But I think dismantling the HRE is probably our next natural step. We can get lots of help, though. We're going to wait so I can co-belligerate Burgundy, which is this year, I believe. Yeah, April. So we'll just wait for that. We'll co-belligerate Burgundy, calling all the boys. Let's make sure we're not fighting Provence. I don't think we are, or anyone else that's important. I don't really think we should have any issues. Oh yeah, we have to ally the electors first. That was almost a troll. So let's just get allied to all those electors. We've been improving relations with them, so I'm hoping that there's no drama with it. Of course, there's drama with it. Wait, I didn't improve with this guy? Ah, shoot. Well, let's just, hold on. Forgive me for this. I have to dissolve the alliance with you. He's really mad about it. There's some drama after all. Love to see it. Let's see how we can fix it. Just trying to send a gift and do everything I can. Dip her rep. Just try to do everything I can to fix this. He flipped friendly, so we can go to this war now. So we should be ready to dismantle the HRE for real this time. So co-belligerate Burgundy, and let's jump into this war. Now we need to make sure we get to Vienna ourselves. I think we should have set province of interest, so we trolled. But I'm just going to beeline all 80,000 troops there, I guess. Yeah, that was a little bit of a mistake. I should have set province of interest. It means if he occupies it, it wouldn't dismantle the HRE. So the HRE should be gone now. Beautiful. And that should switch to the mission like we wanted to. There we go. So we have that done. Of course, we just have to do a lot of other things first, like murdering Provence. But yeah, I can get rid of all these allies now. I don't really want them. Get out of here, guys. Okay, now that the HRE is gone, I recommend learning Turkish, and I'll see you later. Let's go ahead and peace out for these two provinces and make sure he doesn't guarantee Provence. And then we can white peace. I guess I could take like a war reps, but it doesn't really matter. So we just need to take care of Provence, Luzo, and then this mess over here. So I got to break with Castile because he's preventing me from getting that last piece of land I'm going to need. I suppose we could go to war with Saluzzo. We just need to predicate claim and do that. We almost got everything we want to with the build. Let's just declare this war real fast. So sure, I'll call on Poland to help me fight against Provence. Suppose we got the Seize Burgundy done. We can probably end the war, get what we want here. Just need to annex Provence, although it's a little aggressive to do so. But we have to take the land, so what can you do? If people get mad, I'll just say, hey, I had to, mission tree. And it should be fine. Gonna have to visit the Pope, praying for no reformation, even though it can be triggered now. RE impact will only last until the end of the age, so if we could hold on for like another 2-3 years, that'd be cool. But I feel like because I talked about it so much, it's definitely gonna happen though. That's how the game works. I want to see people peace out. Yeah, the Pope will just go home, and then Switzerland will, I don't really need anything from him, just sure, white peace. Then we can annex Saluzzo. And then there's just 2 more wars to do before we can unify France region. Choose France expired, so let's just take care of him. So let's go ahead and annex France. Take a little bit of money, sure. I probably should have checked the coalition that. Oh yeah, it's a little spooky, but that's fine. We just we'll improve relations, right? Wasn't even that aggressive, okay? Like, it's my rightful land. I do have a lot of troops. Maybe they're afraid. So far, they're not coalitioning me though, so I'm pretty strong. I need 1 more province here, and Castile's got it, so he has to be put down. That's how it goes. Sorry, I had to be like this, Castile. I never wanted this. I really should probably annex Scotland and Ireland someday. Well, that's probably just more land that I don't have GovCap for. But I guess I could start annexing Scotland. Sure, the Protestant Reformation is any day now. 106%. Really late Reformation, which was blessed for me. Ooh, tier 6. What do I want even? There's an English thing that I probably should have done that I'm never going to do now. Unless I somehow piss off the clergy. Maybe I should do that. Curtail clerical privileges, just for a minute. Because I think they have to have lower than some amount of influence. Supremacy, get rid of that one. All right, are we chilling now? Need 5 subjects, though. I think you get 5 CCR from that one, though, if you do it. Could be worth. Although 5 subjects, gross. Speaking of gross, when is this war with Castile? It's too bad that he got that province in the first place. So our truce with Castile is over. And yeah, we're going to have to go to war with them, which looks like quite a tough war, perhaps. Don't really have a lot of interest in the war, which sucks, but I'm getting coalitioned, I think. Yeah. I don't know why that war declaration caused that. Probably because he could join the coalition. And that's what the game's calculating. Though, yeah, I'm looking at that 5 subject thing as a possibility. It's a nuisance, but it's probably worth it. The English are coming. 1 up by land, 2 up by sea. All right, easy battle here. I really just need 1 province here. Really, I'm not interested in sticking around if I don't have to. Oh, come on, guys. I can't get there to help. Listen, I got the war goal. Come at me, bro. Max on mill points so we can grab some generals. Give the war goal, but I don't know if I just want to sit on the war goal and wait for the war to end. That seems a little silly. I have 20 war score. I just need the 1 province, guys. But they love it here. You really think you deserve that land? It's mine. All right, there we go. They're a little tilted now. Cut up mill again. Leader's just too damn good. What do you do? I just want to go home, buddy. I just need 1 province. Do you have to be unreasonable? Oh, he's a fierce negotiator. That's why. Or at least that's part of the reason why. I guess we can push into Spain. Don't really want to, though. If you would just be willing to leave, that'd be great. Bohemia quit, I guess. He got pillaged. Loser. Let's go and take the 1 province from this guy. And that's great. We just wanted to get that so we could do our mission here. The Angevin Kingdom. Now, I specifically wanted to hold this event until we're ready for it. We're basically ready for it, but there is a mission we need to do. We need to do this one. So we got to do the French-English Reconciliation Act. I guess we can grab that. All right, that's done. So I can do this, and this will convert our culture groups. We can form France. You can see, we could even do that now. Probably don't want to do that just yet, though. I want to see if I can do this. All states loyalty, 60 or greater. How about just some of the diet? I have 5 subjects that are all loyal. I love that, actually. That's so cool. I feel blessed. So let's just find 3 OPMs, I guess. Man can be one of them. Just whoever, it doesn't really matter. Just gotta have 5 subjects. Just wanna make sure that I don't pick any provinces that I need for any reason. Okay, so that's done. Hopefully I didn't give away stuff I needed to form France. That mission's done. I think that unlocks the tier 6. That's really good. Or tier 7, is it? Yeah, it's a tier 7 actually. Gives you a CCR. For tier 6, we can do aristocratic court. Looks good to me. So Venice left the coalition. That means the coalition is gone. I figured that would be the case. So I think we're going to grab this now, this AE impact and CCR for 20 years. Because I believe we're ready to swap nations here. Let's just go ahead. What I want to do is start the Acts of Union debate and then form France for a little bit of cheese. We can hit yes, please. Now, if everything is right, we should be able to get some nice AE modifiers here. We're getting succession. We need to improve this province 4 times. We got a really cheap advisor here we could upgrade a bit. The Crown of France, and then face the Empire. And this is going to automatically have us be picking one path, I'm sure, because the other one doesn't exist. The one I really want is this face the Empire thing. So one thing we need to do, though, is just insult the Pope. Yeah, I think for this one, you have to insult the Pope. Yeah, so let's just send an insult. You hate to have to do it, but so we can grab that, and then we can grab that, and that should just be, our AE mod should be stacked really well. What's cool about this build, too, is that none of this is RNG. This is just 85% AE that is scripted, more or less. I'm a fan of that. And we don't even have to unstate or restate to tag switch, which is awesome. We got some other random missions here. I think we don't want to use this one because we already have a 75% off advisor. But I think this one is really good. Get a bunch of reform progress. You just have to have our cat. No one can be above 5%. Okay, so we got to pay off his debt. And then we just need capital improved 8 times. Okay, that should be done. So it gives us a ton of reform progress. Enough to get this direct rural administration, which is a nice 5 CCR, nothing crazy. So now that that's done, we're going to go ahead and finish up this debate. We'll go ahead and hit yes, please on the ideas here. Now, if you ever so desire to switch our mission tree back, I just want to show you guys, if you hit this, it'll actually switch our mission tree back to England. I don't want to do that. I just wanted to show you guys that we can. And one thing we like about the Angevin Empire is that we get decentralized rule for some CCR. So we have negative 60% CCR. What's nice is we can actually get to max CCR with this Dismantling Empire because it can give us Iron Crowned. So kind of a neat little build come together here. We have to make our way to these provinces though, so we got to get through Trier and Mainz and all that. So we got to get to work, which by the way is a pretty fun game. I'd like to finish up admin too if I can. So I'm just looking to go to war. Can't go to war Trier. I could go to war with some other people, but it's just not the most useful because I can't actually get to most of that land. I don't have many claims. A couple though. I have so much aggressive expansion impact. I don't really need to co-belligerate people, but I really just want that CCR first because that will obviously make me be able to core stuff super, super fast. Just trying to figure out how to get into a decent war. I could pay off Bohemia's debt real quick. That way he'll go to war. The question is, who do I really want to try to get involved in this war? Can't really get to Aachen is the problem. I need to take it, but I'd have to like be able to actually get there. So I have to make sure to co-belligerate enough people, I guess. Just trying to like see if I can snake my way down here. Oh, we got Shrew in there now. Okay. All right, so we're fighting a handful of people. I'm just trying to get my mission done. I think this will encompass at least my mission, or it'll at least get me close. Like I just have to get some random weird provinces. Yeah, those 3. I think I'm not at war with Frankfurt yet, but I think I'm at war with Maine. Like we're getting a path there. That's the important part. Unfortunately, even though my AE impacts are really good, I just currently have some AE already, so it's not ideal. Yeah, we are getting slightly coalitioned. I'm not too worried about it. Really should put some generals in the armies. That's how that works, yeah. We're not going to get much AE from actually taking land, but it's already kind of had some AE. That's the problem. Money can solve all problems, right? I hope. We'll start by taking Trier and hope the coalition doesn't get much bigger. Just got to make our way over here. Really kind of want to finish admin before we actually core anything. That might be a little silly, but I think I need the gov cap. Let's get a claim over here. I want to be really active with my diplomats, trying to make sure I'm getting claims as much as possible. Oh, wow, our cause is just. That is overkill. We didn't need that, but now we're at 105, I guess. But that was not necessary for the build. It's just random RNG. Building the coalition now, looks like. I don't know why. Terrified of me. That's all it is. Well, we can't annex Berg yet, so I guess no point taking his land yet. We war with Nasu? We are, okay. Just trying to make my way to Frankfurt because I know that's one of them. Okay, so let's annex them. Don't necessarily want to fight all these people, but I guess we will. Just go ahead and declare war on Frankfurt, co-belligerate. These 2, I figured that I needed those 2 to help. Or I needed to co-belligerate those 2. I guess that's one way of helping. Because I couldn't take them non-co-belligerated. Well, this is going to be a lot of coalitioning. Man, what did I do? Oh, I guess I did take some land. So I really was trying to get that mission here. I need to own a couple provinces that we currently can't get to. I'm worth a couple people. I'm not worth like anything crazy like I've done before. But I'm running out of manpower. And there won't be any draft in my future for a minute. Yeah, it's going to be a while. So manpower could be a struggle. So we can finish admin now. That was what I really wanted to do. We get the advisor cost policy, which is super good. But now we can focus on coring stuff, actually. Although I guess we don't need to do that. We could wait for our CCR to be a bit better first. Okay with that. Let's see. Can we peace out Nasu? Let's go and just annex Nasu. As long as we don't end the main war, I think we're fine. Although pretty much everyone in this war is dead. I mean, 99% war score. But I figured I have to take Cologne. So we're trying to snake to all these mission provinces, more or less. Oh, I actually cannot annex this guy. He's too much war score. That might be annoying. Maybe we just need to get back into a war with this guy. I'm not a war with Dortmund, so that could work, yeah. But I think I have to have that province specifically. Okay, we can make that work. We'll just Spinarch Dortmund, and then we can get back to war with them. I won't be able to take the province we need here, but I need to get a path so I can annex some people up here, so I can have no choice. So I guess we just go ahead and take these 2 provinces. We'll leave this one for now. I'm figuring there's no point to core things. Although it's so cheap, does it really matter? I guess not. It'll just be faster a bit later. But I wanted to be able to peace out this guy. So I got to get to Aachen. But yeah, we're going to have to definitely get to war. How is the Round Restoration not spawned yet? Jeez. 123%. Sometimes it'd be like that. A leader died, we're going to bird that. Oh, was our leader. 29? Tragic. Yeah, we're not letting him die at 29. All right, let's end that war again. Restoration has to start eventually here. Because it doesn't technically have to, but should. Yeah, we're trying to connect here. That's why we had to take this land so we could fully annex Berg. Can we even fully annex Berg? Yeah, we can. Very easily. Okay, let's grab that full annexation. The reason why that's important is that we connect to Aachen, which is one of the required provinces. Especially the way I declared the war is kind of dumb. I should have not made Frankfurt the main war target, because now I have to try to peace out everybody else first. I don't even know if I can get to anybody else. Am I at war with Goslar? I have to make this weird ass snake now. They'll have the coalition. Okay. That's actually maybe because I improve relations with Austria. I don't know. He's friendly. Middle 11. It's got to be active with my spies because I got to get all these claims. Unfortunately, I don't have a very good claim on anything. We have a call for peace, which isn't great. Because ending this war is going to be difficult. Got plenty of diplo points, though. I really want to end these wars until I have some room. Probably the CCR would be super useful, but I'm struggling to get that right now. I mean, I just have a lot to siege out over here. Should probably buy some more gut buildings as we can. Making a lot of money. But yeah, I'm just trying to win these sieges as fast as I can. I think we saw the Province from Reformation in Lithuania. Is that right? It's about time. So we only have 10 years of our aggressive expansion mods, but I think that's more than enough time to cause problems. Call for peace isn't bad yet, but it'll eventually get there. We annexed Scotland, which I don't even know if that's a good thing. It's just probably a lot of GovCap used. I mean, I guess I could peace out a couple of random people that aren't the war goal, or the main target, rather. I'm probably just going to get overextended if I do that too much, but we'll peace out some people that we can. Now, from my experience, 85% and 1 of 5, it's not that much different. You basically should be able to conquer no coalitions forming, even if you don't co-belligerate. But yeah, we're just piecing out random people. They probably are piecing people out a little early. We're about to get overextended if we're not careful. Wait, Brandenburg has this land? I gave this land to Brandenburg. Oops. Well, I'm a nice guy, I guess. But now I can't get to Leeuwenburg. I don't know. It's not easy to get all these wars sorted out properly. This war is the one I really need to end, but now it's a little annoying, so I have to snake my way over here. So I guess we'll grab these provinces from that guy. Then I have to grab this from him, but I can't get this. But okay, so he gets to live, but then we can get Saxony at least. But yeah, we're getting overextended quickly. That's why I'm maybe we shouldn't have ended those wars yet. I would assault this. It's fine. There we go. I just want this to be done so we can core stuff fast. They're already getting separatist settlement. This war needs to just be over. I can't get to this guy, so I guess he's free. And then it's just this guy will annex. And then finally we'll just annex these last 2. And it's one of the provinces we need, so that's good. I just need Cologne to get with the program here. There we go. Thanks, buddy. That should give me that mission. Dismantle the Empire, and that gives us Iron Crown, which gives us 20 CCR. And that puts us at max CCR. So I'm a little war exhausted, so I'm not able to quite benefit the way I should. But you can see it only takes 7 months to core. That's still fine. I think it's 6 months if I wasn't war exhausted. War exhaustion's going down now, though. Though we need to end this war. Let's see what we can do. I don't think I can even take much from Milan. I'll just grab 2 random provinces from him. Burgundy I can't grab much. Because I can just wipe Peace Burgundy so I can attack him directly instead of having a long truce. I probably should have done the same thing with Milan, but it's fine. Can't get to Munich, so just wipe peace. And then we should be able to just finish off this war finally. You can see we're not very aggressive. I mean, we're getting a little E with some people down here, but not really. Not big enough to scare us. I think we might have got a mission done, though. Break the ring. I don't know what this does here, but use separatism or extension impact, sure. Probably just want to delete all these forwards, so I don't need them. So we caught up everything there. Wow, 92% siege. Pretty good. We'll end the war here. Let's just peace out a few people. And we can core all that up, of course. You can see that we're fully stable. This is no coalition, no problems with coring stuff. And I could go ahead and just keep going to war, but I think you guys get the point. It's kind of redundant. You've seen me do this a lot in other campaigns. But of course, we can take a look at our coalition map mode, and maybe, yeah, some of them are a little mad, but you can see nothing around them is upset, not even Italy. So It's just too late for them to really coalition me at this point. And our CCR is 80% for as long as that leader's alive. And by the time our AE mods expire, it just won't matter anymore. Anyhow, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Do you guys think that England is better France? Let me know in the comments. As always, thanks for watching and have a good one.